Welcome to another Real Talk with Charles Helen. And today I have Dr. Breanna here with her book, A is for Alcorn. How you doing, Dr. Breanna?
I am doing fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing great. Glad to be off work.
I know, right?
So we have Dr. Breanna here to answer a couple questions. A nice interview. This is your first one, right?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna make this very special.
Ooh.
So from one Alcornite to another, we already know it's gonna be excellent.
Correct.
Starting off with this, what made you choose Alcorn?
It actually happened by circumstance. So I initially wanted to go to Howard. My friends were going with me, but my friend got pregnant. My other friend decided not to go to Howard, so I said, no, 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 not going. I'm going to Alcorn. I heard about it at the very last minute, got a scholarship. I went with the money. Best experience of my life.
Yes, I always go with the money. Yeah, same thing kind of happened to me, but not one of them last minute things. Scholarship, yes, but not one of them last minute. So it was a real good decision that I made. What professor pushed you to your limit back
Ooh,
at Alcorn?
push me to my limit. Limit as in like potential or limit as in like attitude?
Potential.
Potential, I am going to go with Dr. Segura. Dr. Segura always tell me I was an English major. She would always tell me when I could do better. She would always tell me when she knew I was BSing. So we just had a very transparent relationship. And I think that that is one of the reasons that I became an English teacher myself is just knowing that you can push people beyond what they are giving you and be better all the time is just something that she really echoed, and I appreciated it.
And you still look like you hold it to this day.
Yes, very much so.
Okay. Before we get into your book, did you do any activities while you was at Alcorn? Did you pledge? Was you in groups at Alcorn?
Yes, I was Miss Senior in 2011, and I also pledged Sigma Gamma Rho while I was there in 2011 as well.
So we graduated at the same time.
Yes.
So shout outs to the Sigma Gamma Rose, always some of my best friends. So now let's get to this nice A's for Alcorn. So what inspired you to write this book?
It really started with the kids in my classroom. As a fourth grade reading teacher with kids that did not read on fourth grade level, I realized just from talking to them that they weren't interested in books because most of the time people don't look like them. So the books I had in my classroom library did, feature black people, brown people, things of that nature. But for all of our curriculum books, they're all white people. So some feedback that I got back from kids was I would read more if the people look like the people I see every day. And I took that to heart because kids do deserve to see themselves. And I think that Alcorn was an experience that was very, very important to me, but Alcorn wasn't a school that I found out about until I was in high school. So I think if we combine characters that look like kids plus something that we really, really love, we can get them invested in reading and things that are important to us.
Now, what was the inspiration for the title of the book?
The inspiration was football games, honestly. I definitely remember that A for Alcorn, STAT. I can hear that in my sleep sometimes. And it just really made me think, okay, if I can remember A is for Alcorn, and that's honestly how I teach people to say Alcorn, because I do not like to hear Alcorn. So I started off
Yes.
with A is for Alcorn. And it just kind of went from there. I literally sat down, wrote out the ABCs, and then said what is the most memorable thing for me and that can be kid friendly that's about Alcorn, and that's really how it came about.
Hmm. Yeah, A is for Alcorn. Got to remember that. So that tells me your classroom was decked out either in Sigma Gamma Rho colors or nice purple and gold.
My classroom always changed, but what never changed was our homeroom name, and that was always Alcorn State University.
Always.
Always.
Okay. Now, was there anyone that helped you put this book together?
Put it together. I asked Dr. Segura to look over it because we still keep in contact, and my sister actually was the illustrator.
Oh, okay. So you actually went back to your professor and your sister.
Yes. Dr. Segura really has been pertinent for me. She helped with my dissertation. She read over it for me. Like, she has been consistent. So it wasn't just while I was at Alcorn, it's been after as well.
So you still got that friendship that you will hold to the day you die.
hmm
Okay. How long did it take you to write this book?
Ooh, it didn't take long at all. Like, once the ideas got to flowing, like, I could remember a bunch of nights at Alcorn. So I would say I actually got the words down in about 24 hours. For it to be a complete product, took about a month.
Took about a month. All right. Now, who was your book targeting?
My book is really targeting Black students, Hispanic students, just children of color. It's targeted for kids pre-K through fifth grade. Even though it is an alphabet book, I also created a lesson plan that's available on Teachers Pay Teachers to let people know how to use the book with older kids and like those thoughts and ideas that it can inspire for them as well.
So we'll put that in the description for all teachers to make sure they visit that site for that link. When you see children reading this book and looking at the book, how does that make you feel?
Oh, I get super excited. Number one, because I love to see kids read. Like, if you are reading anything, you are all right with me. Because I think literacy is really, really important. But it also makes me smile because I think exposure is also key, and that's one thing that I think HBCUs could do better is make sure that we are exposing ourselves to kids, not just from alums or old professors or teachers, but really just pumping that up with our kids. Like, when we think about being college and career ready, how does a HBCU fit into that if that's what you choose?
Well, we also see a lot of success has came from HBCUs.
Absolutely.
So it started off real young,
And now we can start from the beginning. Learn your ABCs with all four.
always. Now, you're going to have fun with this one. What letter would best describe your Alcorn experience?
Ooh, I'm going to say F is for funky stuff and dancing with friends because I consider myself to be somebody that cannot dance. But when I hear funky stuff, I'm going to dance.
I would have to say F myself because I was in the band and I did play the tuba, so funky stuff was my favorite fanfare.
Oh, yeah.
So you can't get enough of that funky stuff.
Cannot. I tried.
Will you put this book on Apple Books? Cause I see it on Amazon Prime, see it on Google Play. Is it
Mhm.
gonna be on Apple?
I am working on Apple. Apple has a slightly more difficult process than everyone else. So Apple is coming. Hardcover books are also coming as well.
Oh, okay. So hopefully one day we can catch it in the library.
Yes, I am working on it. I am working on it.
Yeah, please send it to Jackson Libraries, cause they don't get enough.
They will get it first. They need to
Y-
get it first.
Yeah, I think they tired of Jackson State. They don't get nothing from them, so they need to hear from the good and the best college in the SWAC.
Right.
So, what plans do you have in the future?
Well, I'm actually in school to become a principal, and I am also working on my second book. So this will continue to happen. I am going to continue to produce books with children of color.
Okay, now this second book, can we get a little insight of this book? Is it going to be a part two, or is it going to be a little bit of a SWAC edition with all the SWAC school combined?
It could possibly be all of the swag schools combined. You'll just have to wait and see.
Now you heard it here first on Real Talk with Charles Hill. You heard it here first. Now, will you be selling your books anytime soon?
Will I be signing them?
Yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I do have some on hand that I can sign and mail out. But due to COVID, keeping everybody safe, I have not put any book signings into place. But they are coming soon, as soon as it is safe with that
Now,
mask. We
now
got
let me now let me ask you this. All right, is one of your book signs going? It gotta be at Alcorn. Come on, it gotta be.
Of course. I just have to get in contact with the right people.
You already know who to contact already. I don't know why you sitting there saying that. You already know who to contact. Now, I do have another question. I do have a family member. She would like to know how can she get one of your books and get it signed.
She can inbox me on Facebook and I will mail it tomorrow.
Okay. Now, my hardest question on my list. You ready for it?
Okay, the hardest one, I'm ready.
Will this book be sold at Alcorn?
If Alcorn says yes, then this book will be sold at Alcorn, but I'm waiting on the bookstore to get back to me.
Now, all Alcornites now, since you will be watching this, please let's get this book in the bookstore. I don't know how many people it's gonna have to take, but please let the bookstore know to get A's for Alcorn.
Looks like this. You can't see me. It looks just like the background.
But we also do have another option. Now I seen last was it this past weekend that you was trying to do a pledge for 150 books in the Memphis area community.
Yes, I would like to give those books out to pre-K and kindergarten students in the area.
So what we're gonna do here at Real Talk with Charles Hilton, since we know a lot of people in the different SWAC schools, so we're gonna call out Jackson State, Alabama State, Alabama A&M, Mississippi Valley, Grambling State University, Southern University, Texas Southern University, Prairie View University, University of Arkansas Pine Bluff. We are calling you out right now because I know y'all have chapters in the Memphis area. So let's help Dr. Breanna on this goal.
I would love it. The babies would love it, and I also post pictures of them with their books.
And this is a non-profit, so she would not see any of the profits at all. Am I correct?
You are correct. So the books will be printed at author's price, which means it's just what it costs to print them, and they'll be given directly to schools. So I will not receive any funds from this at all.
So Alcorn, since we are challenging all these SWAT schools, let's do our best to make this goal happen. And then we could push it out to every other state. Mississippi, Southern. Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, Arkansas. Oh, let me not forget this. Since Florida A&M University and Bethune-Cookman, we challenging you also. So don't feel like you getting left out. We challenging you too. Because I know y'all got people in the Memphis area. So help and support this cause. Now, with all of that being done, I know you have a healthy schedule. And with that being said, do you have any advice that you can give to the children that was passed down to you?
Oh, yes. I would say the most important thing, and it sounds so cliche, even as an adult saying it, is really just believe in yourself. Like, you have the ability to do whatever it is that you want to do as long as you have a plan and a smart goal in mind, you can really do it. I never considered myself to be a writer per se, but it was something that I wanted to do. So I really researched it, sought out, got a mentor, talked about it, and I really believe that I can meet that goal, and eventually I did. So just believe in whatever it is that you want to achieve, and you really can do it.
Nice. Also, do you have anything you would like to say before we end this? Any Twitter followers?
Oh, no Twitter, but you can follow me on Instagram at A is for Alcorn Book, or you can also follow my Facebook page at A is for Alcorn Alphabet Book.
We're going to get that on the description below. So go and follow her. So This podcast right here has been brought to you by A's for Alcorn. So, and again, this has been another Real Talk. We're gonna talk to you later. And again, we will do a part 2 interview on your next book.
All right, I will love it.
All right, then we'll talk to y'all later.